in terms of kind of, we mentioned our access needs right at the top of this session. In terms of your kind of physical workspace and like adjustments you might need at work, from a day to day, in terms of your perspective, what kind of tech or adjustments or administrative hacks have made the biggest difference for you in your classroom? And how did you navigate setting those up, even either with your employer or potentially through access to work? Jack or Charlotte, I don't know if either of you want to
Yeah, I can
have
go,
a go first.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I work for quite a large academy trust in like a deprived area. So they were pretty hot on doing an occupational health.
Mm.
So through that, I was able to get larger monitor screens. So I'm doing actions as I do this. I have a larger monitor screen in the teacher prep room, which my colleagues love me for because now they've got access to a larger monitor screen, which obviously speeds up their workload as well as my own. In my classroom, I have two monitor screens as well as like the big interactive whiteboard as well. So that again gives me extra access and makes stuff easier, and I can flip between screens and do all the fun things there. Um, I'm lucky that my school is flat, it's on one surface, there's no stairs, anything like that.
Mhm.
All one level, it's all very gritty. So that's really easy to navigate that way. Um, and my colleagues will stuff for things like staff meetings, my colleagues will send me the any PowerPoints beforehand so I can read through them. Because if I'm sat in a staff meeting, there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to read if they've got like a timetable up or something. I'm not going to
Mm.
read that in a big hall setting. So everything gets sent to me prior to meetings, which is lovely. Yeah, that's kind of my adaptations. Have your occupational health visit. That was really supportive and really helpful. That's why I really advocate for that.
Thank you, Charlotte. Jack or Chris, how about you guys?
Yeah, similar occupational health assessment initially, and then I think for me, like it was sort of learning on the job. Like, oh, okay, what as things crop up for the first time, like marking or access arrangements, things like that. It's very much like trial and error,
Mm.
or it may be that may be the case. So the classroom that I work in, I played around by moving my desk a few times so that I found the best fit of like accessing the computer and accessing the interactive whiteboard. So they're both now like very close together, and I can kind of like swivel between the two. I use an iPad a lot for access and PowerPoints, things like that. I also use that a little bit for marking. Um, on like the longer pieces of writing, I can take a picture and zoom in and things like that. So yeah, I think like to summarize, tech is like very important.
Mm.
And I'm sure people are aware of how they can use tech and to help them, etc.
Mm.
And then I think the second thing is like a bit of a mindset thing of like it's okay not to know all the answers straight away, but when a problem arises, like address it with solutions in mind. Like try and think of, be practical, think of solutions,
Mm.
and just like be at peace with trying things. Not everything's going to work.
It's a
But
common thread, isn't it? Like trial and error and
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
working it out as you go. Thanks, Jack. Chris, anything to add on that point of adjustments or?
Uh, yeah, I'd agree with Jack with it is just a trial and error. It's working out what you need in that specific environment. I also had a printer in my classroom because I wasn't able to access the main one because it was having to use some kind of screen. So that was just inaccessible. And then, yeah, just putting it to whatever's comfortable to you. If you can try and access your vision in a better way by sitting at a certain angle to the room, um, and just using whoever's in the room. I obviously had lots of teaching assistants. So that was sort of my way around, yeah, being able to read, like handwriting and things like that.